Hello you beautiful souls, welcome here. Today we've got the most requested and asked for reading from you guys, which is who are you going to marry, who is your future spouse. I've got 4 piles of cards for you to choose from. I will insert the picture of the piles in a second. As always, please take your time, listen to intuition, and then choose a pile that attracts you the most. Let's go. Hello my beautiful pile number 1, or everybody who chose this agate heart. Let's see, who are you going to marry? And we've got the 6 of Swords, Frivolity, 7 of Cups, Sorrow, 3 of Wands, and Hope. So you guys, I structured this reading. First we are going to look at who this person is, then how or when you might meet them, and what kind of relationship are you going to have with them. But let's start with who this person is. The biggest message that is coming through from them is there's someone who had a lot of pain and disappointment when it comes to relationships. Maybe with how they have been treated, maybe with how relationships just went for them, how they happened, just the dynamic wasn't very comfortable. There is a lot of pain and dissatisfaction and sadness here. And there's something about superficiality. It's almost like this person sees relationships, or at least the people they used to be with, as they haven't got the substance. The relationships are not as deep as they would like them to be, or people they used to be with are not deep enough. It's like everything is on the surface. Maybe it's all about appearances or how people look. Maybe it's all about money. And there's this sadness in this person. It's almost like, I thought love is more than this. I thought you would open your heart and soul to another person and show all of your weaknesses, fears, hopes and dreams, and it will be mutual and it will be deep and therapeutic. And instead of this, the relationships are just maybe toxic. That's something that they've experienced, or just on the surface, casual. Just there was not enough, it wasn't reach. They were not reached, the connections that they experienced in the past. They were not fulfilling their soul. And that's why there is this dissatisfaction. And I'm almost seeing this person leaving relationship one after another. Like they're the one, they truly know when is the time to go. With the 6 of Swords describing their personality and their love life, they know when it would be for the best to move on and not hold on to something because it's not giving them what they would want ideally. If the relationship is not working, I don't feel like this person would try for too long. And there were many disappointments, like one after another. It's as though they were hoping, they were very hopeful that finally maybe this connection will be what I want, will be full of love and commitment and depth and stability. And then again, it's not. It's just like hoping on the surface. Very interesting. I do feel like it's a very deep person, a deep thinker, very philosophical mind, very psychological mind. They understand people well. And I feel like they might have moved a lot with this 6 of Swords. That's the energy of movement, of going to better places, looking for better opportunities. This person is definitely not satisfied with things that have no meaning, with relationships that have no purpose, no meaning, no depth, with people who have no depth. And they don't stay around for too long if they notice that, after they acknowledge that this is not what I want. I want to get more cards. to clarify the Six of Swords. Pile 1. Who are you going to marry? It feels like very recently in the past this person has moved on from something. It could have been a relationship, could have been just a very difficult situation for them. And there's this cleansing about them. I'm done with this. I do see that this is a very confident person. They know what they want and they will not settle until they get it. Very confident, very successful in what it is that they do. We've got the Six of Wands, the Fool, and the Hanged Man. Very deep thinker. Again, I keep repeating the same message, but it's so strong here. Like they don't just look on the surface, they see the deeper meaning of people's behavior, of their reactions, of what they say. It would be a fantastic psychologist, psychotherapist. But I don't feel like that's not their profession. They're doing something more like ambitious, initiative. It's just they're quite spiritual, quite enlightened, I would even say, very deep. But at the same time, they know how to have fun with this Fool in the middle of this reading. Definitely very confident person, an achiever, very ambitious person. And also very family oriented. We've got the Four of Wands at the bottom of this deck. Just there's stability about them, desire to have a basis, to have a foundation, something to build on. How or when will you meet? It just feels like a period in your life, you guys, where you are totally confused. And so many people say you're going to meet your soulmate, ultimate partner, when you work through everything, let go of all of your exes, when you are feeling so good about yourself, totally loving yourself, being right on path. I don't feel like that it's necessarily the truth. People meet the person they marry in any circumstances, in grief, in pain, in depression, in happiness, in the highlight of their life. For you, I feel like it's a period where you are very confused. You are definitely sad about something. There is the sense of loss, of disappointment, of sadness, grief even. Could be about your past relationship, just something not working out in your life. And also there is a lot of confusion. It's almost like I have no idea what to do now. There are so many options, so many paths. I don't even know who I want anymore, that kind of thing. I don't even know who would be the best partner for me. It's like maybe you dated different types of people and something was always off. With the Seven of Cups, there is this confusion. What do I do now? What do I focus on? My life feels like a fog, like a constant confusion and very foggy energy. I don't feel like there will be much clarity in your life when you meet this person. It might even be the moment when you... there is this feeling of not trusting people, not trusting the situations, not trusting what you're offered. Maybe that's something you're experiencing now. And that's when this person will come around. But let's clarify a bit more. When will you meet the person you will marry? I feel like you guys are also going to be trying to move on from something quite toxic, quite heavy, the connection or relationship where there was no balanced give and take, where somebody was giving much more than the other person was. And it's almost like your energy will be matching, like, this is not working for me, I deserve more, I want more, this is not right. A negative attachment of some sort. Yeah, choosing to move forward. Even though life seems confusing, life seems sad, things from the past didn't work out the way you wanted them to, it's time to go. That's the moment they will enter your life. What kind of relationship are you going to have with them? It feels so positive. I'm getting the Sagittarius energy for some reason, Jupiter, Neptune energy here. It feels like exploration. It feels like there will be a lot of traveling. This person will definitely expand your horizon. And there's so much positive, optimistic energy about this union, about this connection. Like discovering new possibilities, new lands even. Again, this traveling feeling I'm getting so strongly with this Three of Wands. Just not looking to the past anymore, looking to the future and what it has to offer to the both of you. Improving your life, bettering your lifestyle maybe in a way, your living situation. So much hope is here. I feel like you both will be very hopeful about this marriage, about this union, and it's like we can both grow together simultaneously, and it's going to be so healthy, so supportive, so encouraging, very encouraging. It's almost like whenever one of you is excited about something, sees an idea and opportunity, it's like, look, and the other person is, oh my gosh, that's a great idea, let's explore this, let's travel there, let's start this project. And it's just on the same wavelength, on the same team, looking in the same direction. Like they say, you have to be with somebody who is looking in the same direction as you are. Definitely your case. Let's look at the bottom of your deck, you guys. Is there anything else that we have to know? And of course there will be a lot of love here, for sure. We've got the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. To be honest, I feel like this person is on the way. I don't know why. I don't feel like it's too long for you. You don't have to wait too long for them. Definitely not. They're just around the corner. And there's going to be so much love. Could also be love from the first sight. Just something that happens, like a click. Immediately it feels good, feels comfortable. I really enjoy being around this person. Let's look at your oracle cards, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. We've got this card, belonging, opening your reading. Yeah, I love the imagery of the house on it, and it just feels very comfortable. Like, this is it. This is my home. This is who I want to be with. This is who I want to build a home together, build a family, have children. This cozy nest that you'll have together. I feel like this person is very family-oriented, very homey, and that's what they will bring to you. That's something that they will want to build with you. Sense of familiarity, sense of comfort, warmth. Then we've got this card, Angel of Love. Definitely a lot of love. Very pure love, without any conditions or like prejudices. I'm gonna love you if, I'm gonna love you because, nothing like that. I just love you. Like you would love your sibling or your parent. It's pure. No reason for it. We also have, from this deck, for some reason, 2 cards fell out, and this is 2 sixes. And we also opened your reading with the 6 of Swords, powerful energy of growth, of moving forward. And we literally have this card, moving on, and victory and success. I feel like this definitely what this person is going through at the moment, leaving something very difficult behind, moving on from a difficult situation, maybe even place. Geographically, and focusing on their success, focusing on finding somebody they could share this success with, enjoy this beautiful time together. Yeah, And I think we clarified your person with the Six of Wands as well. Very similar energy to this victory and success. Very ambitious person, very successful, especially if it's a man. I would say it's the energy of a provider, the energy of somebody very generous, very active, determined, and like very strong person. Not a lazy type for sure. Then we have this card, a change in the wind. That's the energy of travel I was getting. Either travel or just exciting, uplifting, inspiring changes in your connection, that almost as though when you come together, both of your lives will change in some way. And they will continue changing because of the influence you have on each other. Just a very inspiring feeling I'm getting. Hopeful, very hopeful for the future. Yes, let's go travel there. Let's explore this neighborhood. Let's try this project. Let's meet these new people. Just doing a lot of things together. Not being afraid to make changes in your life for each other. Then, you guys, we have got this card, reconciliation, and it says someone from your past is returning to your life. For those of you who have been hoping that this is someone from your past, I feel like this could be a confirmation. If you've been hoping that someone that you ended the relationship with, or things didn't work out at some point, that they could be the one that you will end up with. I feel like that's the confirmation for those of you who, for those people, that group. For others, I feel like it's just this recognition, just feeling like, geez, do we know each other? That feeling like, have we met? And it's almost like you cannot place this person. Where do I know you from? Just feels so familiar, and like you're not new to me. This is very familiar, comfortable energy. Like this card, belonging. This feels right. Yeah, like meeting an old friend, reconnecting with an old friend you haven't seen for ages. Then we've got this card, abundance. Yeah, beautiful. Definitely an abundant future you've got with them. With this Three of Wands, there's a lot of this energy of expansion. You will build together. You will definitely build an empire together, a dynasty together, and there will be an abundance of emotions, of finances, material abundance, and experiences, opportunities. It just feels very enriching, this connection to me. Very enriching. And something about nature is also very strong here. Spending a lot of time in nature, connecting to nature. Yeah, maybe you're tree huggers, both of you. And also we have this card, melting mask, and it says, allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles you fulfill. Definitely a spiritual connection, and I feel like you'll be able to be yourself with this person, finally. Without putting on any mask, without trying to be what you think they want you to be, or what society wants you to be. Just yourself. Completely vulnerable, open, honest. Yeah. Let your spiritual self shine. That's what you will be able to do in this connection. And be very understood and encouraged by this person for sure. Let's get some more cards, you guys. I get one from this deck. Pile 1. Who are you going to marry? And we have this card, love endures. It says, love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. And I love how we have this couple traveling on a beautiful ship through the sea, and they've got animals and like their own kingdom. I do feel like this connection is very future-oriented and supportive and encouraging. And for those of you who have been thinking about someone from the past, I feel like it's another confirmation that maybe, just maybe, there is more to this connection. Maybe this love can endure what you're currently going through or have gone through in the past with your person. Love does not give up or lose faith. Yeah, like this subtle energy of just something surviving. I feel like it's a message. You know what I'm talking about if it resonates with you. Let's get some descriptions of your person. Pile 1. Some physical traits, maybe horoscope signs, profession, whatever comes through. Pile 1. Who are you going to marry? Just love this, you guys. The first description of this person is just home. That's it. I think we can just finish here. So beautiful. Oh my gosh. And with this card belonging and home on this card, very homey energy, very homey. Just I feel like this would describe this person. As soon as you meet them, this feels like home. This is home. Then we have this card, which is a horoscope sign, Virgo. They could be a Virgo, maybe you are a Virgo. Then we have this card, Bright. So they're very intelligent, very smart. Remember how I was saying that they are a deep thinker, very deep mind, very philosophical, very strong intellect. Empathetic. Yeah, definitely very caring person, very compassionate. They will understand you very, very well. It's going to be like falling back into just soft energy, I feel like they carry. And then we have this card, Sensitive. Let's look at the bottom of this deck. What do we have? Caring. Oh my gosh. Again, this Cancerian energy also I'm feeling here with this home, sensitive, empathetic. Just a person that is really, really nice to be around. Comfortable person. I wanna get more cards, you guys. Let's get some cards from this deck. Pile 1. Who are you going to marry? Okay. And we have this card, Wait. And it says, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. I feel like it's a message for those of you who are a little bit desperate at this point, or very heartbroken, or very sad, or maybe feeling like, when is this person coming? I don't feel like I'll ever meet anybody that I will be happy with, that I will end up with. It's a message to surrender, to be patient, allow nature to take its course, especially if you're someone who likes to control things, to, allow the situation to unfold naturally. They're coming soon. I don't feel like you guys will be waiting for too long. I really don't. And at the bottom of this deck, a very similar message. It says, it is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. Taking care of yourself, for sure. And to be honest, they are worth the wait. I feel like this person is definitely worth the wait. Don't go back to anxiety and stress and all of that. This person is going to be everything that you've been wishing for. So caring, so loving, so homey, and just definitely the right person for you, I feel like, you guys. So this is all I have for you, Pile 1. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it gave you the answers you wanted and needed. And I wish you lots of happiness and love for yourself and for others. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2, or everybody who chose this bluish gray heart. I don't remember the name of the stone, I'm so sorry. But let's see Who are you going to marry? And we've got the Three of Pentacles, wedding, the Chariot, room, High Priestess, and money. Okay, and the way I structured this reading, you guys, is first we are looking at who this person is, then we are looking at how or when you might meet them, and then what kind of relationship are you going to have with them. Starting with who this person is, I feel like this person they are a fantastic friend to the people that they are friends with. Like very supportive, very encouraging, they give the best advice. They're very smart, incredibly smart, talented. There's just something hands-on about them. I don't know how to explain it. Very skillful person. Maybe they can build things well. Maybe they can make projects like architectural, how are they called? Drawings, I guess. Like they see things, they see how to make things work in down-to-earth material life. Very talented, very smart, very educated, and friendship and the people they love are very important for them. Very supportive. Just someone who would be your best cheerleader. Just I feel like they have a tribe of some sort, this person. They have either they have really good relationships with their siblings or friends. Like there's a group of friends that are they always has got each other's back. That kind of energy I'm getting. One for all and all for one. That's the feeling I'm getting from them. And I feel like they will definitely be your best friend. You will get along really well. As soon as you start talking, I'm sensing just there's this verbal immediate match. You're on the same wavelength, you speak the same language, and it just, to be honest, I feel like you will very fast in your relationship decide that you want to get married. You will be again, there's this feeling that you will be able to talk about anything together. Any topic, you can discuss it in details, and there won't be any need to hold something back or to be shy about something. You will just continuously discuss everything. Your reactions to things, your experiences, you will share a lot of things, and you will feel like you're on the same team, like you can work together really well. A very supportive, encouraging energy I'm getting from them towards you. And again, I don't know why, but it feels like you will talk about getting married really soon in the relationship, maybe like 6 months to a year. Like start discussing it, how is it going to happen, what do you both want, and admit it to each other that you see the future husband in one another very fast. You know, it's a very comfortable feeling I'm getting from them, like you, again, not having to hold back anything, being able to talk about everything, like you would talk with your best friend. No secrets, no lies for sure, no exaggerating things or minimizing something, just being very open and completely honest with each other. Also, I'm getting a second line here. You guys, bear with me. If there is someone from your past that you are wondering if you will end up together, if you will get married, and you have talked with this person about getting married in the past, maybe you've been dating for quite some time and then this person proposed but nothing worked out, or you've been talking about getting married sometime in the future, there was that kind of conversation, but things didn't work out. Or they did. I'm sensing that this could be this person. you guys, two storylines. If there was nobody in your past that you want them to come back or to marry them, then this is someone new. But for others, if you feel like there is a possibility of getting married with the person maybe you're currently with, and there was a conversation in the past about getting married, it's like I'm getting two storylines, and I have to acknowledge both of them. Take what resonates with you. I feel like many people will choose this pile. How or when will you meet with this person? There is some sort of movement, some kind of change in the wind, some sort of travel that could happen. Maybe they will be traveling to you, you will be traveling to them. Maybe you'll meet on vacation, on some kind of journey. There's this feeling of coming out of your comfort zone and moving. If it's not traveling, then just breaking through, going out into the world and being active, proactive outside, not being in your comfort zone. And I'm strongly getting travel energy. I don't know why. Maybe you and this person, you are geographically separated, could be the case. But somebody here has to move. That's what I'm feeling very strongly. Somebody here has to move. Or will be moving. And that's how we'll come together. It's just, I feel like it's not going to be a familiar setting. Definitely not a familiar setting. Not an apartment or a house. I feel like it will be outside. It could definitely be another country, another just culture, just something unfamiliar, not what you're used to seeing every day. When you wake up, the same, streets, the same apartments, the same houses, something different. I don't know why, you guys. Or it could be the case for them, for your person. What kind of relationship is it going to be? It feels like it's going to be a very deep relationship, and at some point you guys might realize that you don't even need to talk to each other. Like, you understand what the other person is thinking, where their thought is headed in any given situation, just by looking at each other. There's this understanding, like almost telepathic connection, when you look into each other's eyes and you know what's happening inside of your person. Very deep spiritual connection, very deep psychological understanding, and I feel like spirituality will be an important topic for the two of you. You will go deep into maybe religion, maybe spirituality, just esoterics and hidden knowledge with this high priestess. Secluded. I'm getting quite secluded energy from this connection. Like higher up, almost couple that not many people know what's going on with the two of you, what's happening in your world. It's very private, it's very deep and unusual. There is just, I feel like you both will be searching for some kind of wisdom and sharing it with each other and growing spiritually together. And not many people will understand what's happening around you, and that's, well, not around you, inside of your union, and that's totally fine. I feel like for you it will be comfortable. Very private energy I'm getting here, very secretive, private, and not for the whole world to see. Like, definitely not posting couple goals pictures on, that's how they called, on Instagram and Facebook. No, this is our little world. We are happy in it. We have our strange rituals, habits, and we do our own stuff, and we don't want the whole world to see. Plus, I'm getting a very abundant energy here. I feel like you guys will have a lot of money. Just look at this card. How many savings and gold and stacks of money and whatever, jewelry. We've got coins, safe, in this Gypsy Oracle card. And I feel like that's something not many people will know about as well. You might live a very simple life, but you'll have a lot of money, a lot of abundance and prosperity together. When you come together, it's almost like everything multiplies and abundance grows and grows, and you feel very stable and comfortable, to the point that you can go almost like put to rest material side of life, 9 to 5 jobs, and go more so into spirituality, maybe some kind of retreats, or learning some kind of occult knowledge, focusing more on like higher chakras, I would say, rather than lower. Root chakras, sacral chakra, I feel like all of that is covered in this connection with this abundance energy. You'll be able to focus on the things that you're very curious about together, and without worrying about money. For some reason, it's a powerful message here. Money is not gonna be an issue. Maybe there will be some sort of inheritance that comes. Maybe this person is quite abundant. Well, I do feel like they're very active and very skilled, very smart, very intelligent. Let's look at the bottom of your deck to see what else you have to know about them. And we've got the King of Wands. Absolutely a very proactive, very determined, very fiery, passionate person you are dealing with. If they want to make something happen, they will make it happen. Not much talk about it, just boom, 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 actions, it's done. And very hands-on, again, that very hands-on energy I'm getting from them, especially if they're a man. Just if something is broken, like you broke your chair, 3 seconds it's fixed. They're very handy, like a very handy person. you know, you guys. In all aspects, let's say that. Very good with their hands. Let's look at your oracle cards, you guys. The first card we've got here is Door to Value. Again, that emphasis on money for some reason. Maybe you're just someone who is not shy about the fact that I want to have a stable, materially abundant person by my side. I don't want to, especially if you're a woman, I don't want to nurture or nurse a boy who doesn't have much yet. I've been through that kind of relationships and difficulties. Yeah, and maybe both of you are very ambitious in regards to your career, your job, you're very hardworking, and when you come together, it's just wealth. It's just wealth. Especially with time, I feel like it will grow. And this person is very abundant. Since we are looking at these are the cards, I was asking who this person is, who are you going to marry, and the first card we have here is Door to Value. Definitely someone quite successful and financially stable. Then we've got this card, the Fledging. Yeah, interesting. The Fledging, that's the same energy I'm getting here with coming out of one's comfort zone. Who is it going to be? I feel like it could be your person. When they will have to pursue you, when they will meet you, that will be seen as them coming out of their comfort zone. Maybe again traveling to you, maybe just doing something unusual for them, like coming up to you on the street, giving you a compliment, and all their friends know that that's not something they would do. Just that kind of thing. Leveling up, doing something more mature, taking the control of their life into their own hands. That's how you would see them. Yeah. Then we have this card, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Beautiful energy. There's this feeling that they will be someone who will make you feel very much at peace. To be yourself, to express yourself, and not worry that you're going to be cheated on, betrayed, hurt, lied to, whatever it is. Just very like being with a best friend. That's what I would describe them. That you, on top of that, have a lot of love for. And they love you very much too. Definitely safety. Safety and love. That's how this relationship would be like. Then we have this card, emotional loss. Interesting. I feel like it describes you both. You guys went through some losses, some pain in the past. relationships that didn't work out, and you were hoping really much that maybe thinking that finally this is the one, this is the, I'm seeing a future here, and then again this is not was not lasting, or some promises were not delivered, just feeling sadness, emotional pain. I feel like you both know what it's like. You both can talk about it and discuss and share your experiences. Then we have this card, deep knowing. Again, this feeling that this person is very intuitive, very smart, very intelligent. Like having a conversation with them feels like having a therapy or a talk with your best friend. Just so uplifting, so inspiring, encouraging, and just life seems so much more warm, brighter, happy. And this person is a very deep thinker. They are not hopping on the surface. Again, as I was saying in the beginning, they give the best advice. They are rooting for you, cheering for you, whatever you're doing in life. And to be honest, I feel like very soon in your relationship you will both know that there is something here. There is something here. This was for a reason. We met for a reason, for a very good reason. Just this inner knowing that you can't explain. And then we have this card, soulmate. So that explains more where this feeling is coming from. Definitely going to marry a soulmate, if that's the label you believe in, that's something you resonate with. For me, I feel like we have many soulmates, but I guess in this case there's just this message of the right person for you, the right person for you, somebody who will make you very happy eventually, and it will definitely last, definitely will last for a lifetime, until you're both old and grey. And then we have this card, renewal, and it says regeneration begins with decay. Again, that feeling of you both having to let go of something. Maybe you meet at the moment when you will be letting go of your past relationship. Could be the case for you or for them. Grieving, mourning, letting go of an old cycle, an old chapter of your life. And boom, there is a new beginning with someone new. I feel like this person has also has been through a few transformations like that, crisis periods, ending something, letting go, and then starting over. You have to be very strong. Let's get some more messages, you guys, from this deck. Pile 2. Who are you going to marry? Okay. And we have this card, appreciate this moment. And it says, every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. Yeah, interesting. To be honest, you guys, I feel like they're just around the corner. And it's almost a message for you to stay in the present. Stay centered. Don't go back to the past too much or worry about the future. Because at any given moment they can show up. Yeah, your paths can cross, and being in the present, enjoying it fully, will get you to the best vibration, to the best emotional state, to meet someone who's a good match for you. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love, for sure. Especially if you got disappointed in love and you don't believe in it anymore, and you don't feel like you'll meet someone that you will end up with. Nothing is set in stone. And at the bottom of this deck we have this message, be authentic. Be real and true to who you are and how you feel. Very similar message, yeah. Express yourself very honestly, just as you are, and this person will be very drawn to your energy, to who you are. Let's get some descriptions of them. Maybe physical traits, horoscope signs, maybe their profession. Let's see. Pile 2. Who are you going to marry? Okay. The first card that jumped out was logic. Definitely a very smart person, very talented, very skilled, with very sharp mind. Like, it's almost as though they can solve any situation, any problem that you encounter. Again, the best advice. Going to them for help is the best solution in any problem, like any situation, any obstacle you encounter. It's like calling your person. They're like, you have to do this, this and that. This can be solved in this way, and I read this here. I learned that this can be done this way. Very knowledgeable. And then we have this card, soft. Oh, it's nice to see. Yeah. It's such an amazing friend. I feel like when people are struggling emotionally, they are the best shoulder to cry on. They give the most compassionate support. Very understanding, very kind to others. And then we have this card, secure. Yeah, with this door to value, I feel like secure on all levels. Emotionally secure. You can go to them with anything. Materially secure, financially, mentally, very stable. Then we've got this card, Aries. So this person could be, oh my gosh, I can't speak anymore. They could be an Aries, you could be an Aries. Maybe Aries ascendant, sun or moon. And then we have this card, home. Wonderful. Yeah, I do see that you will build a beautiful home together. Very abundant future. Dynasty. You won't be needing anything. Like with this person, everything is very stable, very sure, very secure. And at the bottom, we've got this card, laughter. So their laughter will be standing out for you. Maybe it's very contagious the way they laugh, like those people when they're telling a story and their laughter is funnier than the story itself. So yeah, that's the case. I feel like you will be laughing a lot with them too. Tears in your eyes. I want to get one more card from the heart deck, heart-shaped deck, pile 2. Who are you going to marry? Okay. And we have this beautiful card, and the message in it says, deep in your heart you already know the answer. Do what feels right. Okay. I feel like it's a specific message for some of you who already know the kind of person you would want to be with ideally, and what you have to do in order to meet them. Maybe any steps you have to make in your life. Maybe to travel, maybe to change your life somehow. Or if that's the case of somebody you know already, and like the person I was talking about, you had this discussion about getting married, maybe things didn't work out, maybe it's still in the process. Deep in your heart you already know the answer. I feel like definitely you're very intuitive, both of you, and it would be very wise to listen to your intuition, because it's almost like the answer is already within you. You know it. You don't need me to tell you who this person is, or what your connection will be like, or whether you will be married at all or not. You know the answer. And at the bottom of this deck we have this card, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Yeah, letting go of the anxiety, logical, intrusive thoughts, and maybe sadness and confusion, focusing on the hope and on love you're about to experience. So this is all I have for you, pile 2. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it gave you the clarity that you needed, and I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye. Hello my beautiful pile number 3, or everybody who chose this turquoise heart. Let's see, who are you going to marry? And we've got the Knight of Wands, haughtiness, 7 of Wands, Child, the Magician, and Gift. And you guys, the way I structured this reading is, first we are going to look at who this person is, then how or when you might meet them, and then what kind of relationship is it going to be. So starting with who this person is. Fiery, exciting, uplifting, just as a storm. I would describe this person as storm, but in a good way, not like a conflict or just somebody very intense. Intense in a good way. It's just when they come around, the air changes in the room. That kind of energy. I feel like literally this person is very fast. Whatever they do, even the way they walk, the way they speak, there's so much charisma, there's so much passion. If they are convicted, is that the word? If they believe in something, they can persuade a dead person in their belief, in their ideas, in their morals. There's so much energy in them. I feel like it's so difficult to contain. And especially if you are someone more mellow and calm or introverted and you got this deficit of energy, you don't have much, you need to rest more, I feel like they will be a good match for you. Somebody who inspires, who pours energy into you merely by being around you. You know how I would describe them? Cup of coffee. The fact this person would have on you is a cup of coffee. In a good way, again. I don't feel like they're someone stressful. They're just, they wake you up. Especially when you feel lethargic, like you don't want to do anything. Maybe you're depressive. This person comes around and life is beautiful. There's music, maybe they like to sing, to dance, just so much passion and vitality about them, life force. It's incredible. And if they set out their mind to do something, they will do it. A very active person. They never... there's this feeling like they never doubt their intuition. They never doubt their impulses. Whatever their intuition tells them to do. The desire that they have in them. Especially in regards to you, I feel like they will be very assertive. They will definitely be the one who will pursue you first. Especially if it's a man. Like, what are the words that I could describe it with? Almost pushy. Like you will have no chance of slipping away. But I feel like this person might be a little bit cocky at times. And it's forgivable. I feel like with them it's forgivable because there's so much charisma, there's so much joy, so much energy in them, and sometimes they can be I feel like they're very confident, but it's just maybe that's their defense mechanism to attack first, in a good way again, to attack with their passion and not let people a second chance to judge them as somebody not confident, or I hope I'm making sense, just somebody who's self-conscious. They're the first person everybody notices in a room. That's what I would describe them. Or in a crowd outside, walking. Maybe that's the way they dress, or just the energy they carry themselves with. This is a very foreign energy for me, so I'm struggling even to describe it. Very likely to be a fire sign, but we'll get more clarification with a different deck to see their horoscope signs. But I'm getting fiery signs, fiery energy. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Like there is no time to sulk around with them. Or to be sad, or to be lethargic. With them, it's just, life is so vibrant, it's so exciting, and it's contagious. Their energy is contagious. Even I feel like when you're sick and you don't have energy physically, they will come around and you suddenly feel so much better. Almost like a sun shining on you when this person is near you. Very interesting. I feel like their sense of humor is just unmatched. Like people around them are like rolling with laughter and tears of laughter. It's just very entertaining, very exciting, very strong person, very persuasive, and very sexual. I have to say it, because it's the Knight of Wands. Very sexual energy, especially if it's a man. Is, oh, you know, you guys, I won't go deeper, but I think you get the gist. Let's look at how you will meet, or when you will meet. I don't feel like it's long, to be honest. I keep saying it for all the piles so far, but we've got the fourth pile to see, but the energy feels very fast in all of them. And for you as well, with all of the wands energy, it's the fastest suit in tarot. But I feel like at the time when you will be meeting this person, you're not going to be very receptive to love. Even though everybody is always saying you're going to meet the one when you are completely open, when you've healed everything, your childhood wounds, hurt from past relationships, when you're the best version of yourself. That's not necessarily true. People meet their soulmates, the love of their life, at any point in life, being in grief, being in sadness, being in depression, being broke, being the highlight of their life. You can meet the right person at any moment. For you especially, particularly, I feel like there's this period when you are putting very strong personal boundaries and not trusting people anymore. Protecting your softness, protecting your vulnerability, your inner child especially. It's almost as though you showed so much of your childlike energy, so much of your softness, so much of your vulnerability and light-hearted energy, and maybe even naivety and trust in others, that you got either stabbed in the back or wronged by somebody one too many times. And at this point, I feel like when you will be meeting this person, you will have like iron, concrete walls of self-defense, personal, but very firm bond. My gosh, I can't speak. Very firm personal boundaries that not many people will be able to penetrate, to go through. This person will be, because they will be very focused on you and decisive, and as I said, if they want something, they get it. But I feel like there's this energy about you at the moment of meeting them, wanting to protect yourself at any cost. Like, don't come close, I'll shoot. I don't have any patience anymore. I don't have any energy anymore to be hurt, to be taken advantage of, to be maybe lied to, or just not seen for who I am. Don't play with me. Like a very combative, even a little bit hostile energy I'm getting from you. Maybe that's something that you're experiencing currently. It's like, this is my territory, this is my space. Again, don't come, I'll shoot. And everybody who would come around, they will be burned. So yeah, that's how you'll be feeling. That's what I'm getting. And I don't feel like it will be taking long. I feel warmer time of the year, warmer months, to be honest here. It's a very fiery, warm feeling this reading giving me. Could be summer, at most beginning of autumn, fall. What kind of relationship are you going to have with them? Very empowering one, very empowering. Again, this person is almost like a role model for you, especially if you're not as confident in yourself. And I feel like you're more on the softer side, more receptive, more empathetic, more deep, psychological. You don't go out there and like, here I am, look at me, all of that stuff. And you're not that assertive. Your person is the opposite. I feel like they will be a very empowering role model for you. Like the effect that they have on you is like, I can do anything now. This person can do, and they're encouraging me to be the best version of myself. I totally believe in myself. I got all of the resources. I got an incredible mind. I got a beautiful heart. I'm strong. I'm smart, I'm stable, I can achieve anything. And that's who this person is. I'm getting a very powerful manifester energy from them. Again, whatever they want to do, they do it, they achieve it, they get to their goal. And that's, I feel like, what they will teach you, how they will help you level up and believe in yourself more. Believe in yourself more. I feel like whatever you want to have in life, they will provide it, they will get you there. It's almost like a gift. This connection feels like a gift. What's the word I want to use? This person feels like it keeps escaping me, this word, enforcing, encouraging, and it's not coming, guys, it's not coming, but let's continue. I feel like they will be your best cheerleader. They're very active, their influence is just, they could be a businessman, they could be someone who come up with ideas and they manifest them immediately. Definitely quite abundant financially, materially. And I feel like they will be very generous with you, there will be many gifts, they will be very giving in general. Whatever it is that you want, you're going to get it. Very attuned to your needs, to your wants, to your desires. But I feel like they will be the one in charge in this connection pile too. And I'm not saying that they will be authoritative or anything like that, but they are the leader. And for some reason I feel like you will be fine with it. Like you are the you're the backbone, you're the supporter, and you need someone to lead you. You need someone like an alpha, more, especially if you're a woman, someone stronger to be the force pushing the carriage of your union forward. That's this person. They are making things happen for you, but cherishing you at the same time, loving you, giving to you. I'm so sorry, pile 3, my neighbors have decided to do drilling and I waited a little bit, but let's continue. I wanted to look at the bottom of your deck to see what it is that we have to know. Yeah, there's the sense of loneliness that I'm getting from the both of you. You've got the Hermit at the back of your deck. It's almost like I've been searching and searching for something meaningful, for something that's worth it, for something deep, for something substantial. In regards to relationship, for someone who will get me, for someone who will be on my side. And I feel like both of you are very deep people, very individualistic, but compassionate and loving. And you felt quite lonely on your path, to be honest. Even if you had serious relationships and lasting relationships, there's this loneliness and feeling like it doesn't feel right, what I have right now. Let's look at your oracle cards, pile 3. The first card we've got here, so the question I asked when I was pulling the oracle cards was particularly, who are you going to marry? And we've got this card, the Vision. Interesting. And with this Magician card and the Knight of Wands, again, somebody who is really good at manifesting what it is that they want. Like very active person, they're always striving for better life, for better opportunities, for better lifestyle, living situation, more money. Not someone complacent. They don't settle for just something, at least something, basic things. Very proactive. And to be honest, with this card, I'm also sensing that some of you might have tried to manifest this person, or somehow maybe did some prayers, scripting, vision board, or written down the list of the qualities you want in your ideal partner and your future spouse. I do feel like this is the person that you're going to get. Somebody you've been imagining or focusing on, the energy you've been trying to manifest. Definitely a dream come true here. Then we've got this card, love yourself first, and it says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Yeah, I feel like that's exactly how this person will influence you. They will teach you, literally remind you to put yourself first because of their confidence, of their passion, and I feel like they will take it as their personal quest or challenge to make you love yourself more, even if you had, especially if you had problems with self-confidence, with not loving yourself, not valuing yourself. This person is like, how come you're so amazing? Let me tell you, let me show you how good you are, how amazing of a person you are. I'm so sorry guys, my neighbors, but definitely a huge lesson of self-respect, self-worth, and loving yourself. That's something you'll be able to do in this connection. Very healthy bond I'm sensing from this union, where both people will be loving themselves first and then loving each other. No sacrifice, no codependency, no negative attachment, obsession, that kind of thing. Then we've got this card, the garden and the gate. I feel like that's the energy you will be in, to be honest, with the Seven of Wands, very similar imagery here. Almost like not allowing yourself to fall in love again, not allowing yourself to trust again. You guys, the drilling got super intense, but it's not stopping, so I'll just push through, I'll continue. So I was saying that I feel like you'll be meeting this person when apparently from the first look there will be many options open for you, like that you can be with anybody. Maybe many people will be trying to get to know you, to get closer to you, but I'm seeing you almost like standing behind the fence and protecting your inner child, protecting your softness, your heart, not trusting, just as we have with the Seven of Wands, not being able to let people in. But as I was saying, this person will be able to get through your boundaries and prove themselves to you that they mean no harm. They mean no harm. And I feel like their energy is just so, at the same time, on one side ridiculous, and on the other side is just so uplifting and hopeful, and they're like a storm of excitement when they come around, and you will be just taken aback what's happening, what this person is trying to do. We also have this card, accelerated motion. Again, another confirmation that they are coming quite fast. I feel like it's a matter of months, as I said, the warm-up period, few months or so. Very fast card, one of the fastest. The similar energy is the Eight of Wands in traditional tarot. I do feel like things will be speeding up very soon for you, and they're just around the corner. We also have this card, peace. Wonderful card. Yeah, definitely this connection will give you a lot of peace, just finally being able to do the sight of relief and realize I don't have to look for anybody anymore. This is my person, I've got them by my side, and they are my biggest support. I can totally depend on them. They are my protector. Yeah, just feeling so calm, and finally the sense of relief. Everything is good. There's so much love in my heart and in my life, and it's never going to go anywhere. Just this person will give you this reassurance for sure. And we also have this beautiful card, answered prayer. Yeah, you guys, you definitely either prayed, maybe asked the universe to send your person your way, saying that maybe you are ready for the real thing, the stable relationship. Maybe you done the scripting, the visual board. Maybe just send your intention, just I'm ready to meet my future spouse, my future husband or wife. And definitely this connection will be an answer to your prayer, and it's coming. It's definitely coming. Don't doubt it for a second. Then we have this card, wisdom in play, and it says our intuition knows more than we do. Yeah, beautiful. I do feel like it will be a very spiritual connection. You will immediately get the sense of recognition. This is special. It feels like familiarity. It's almost yeah, you'll just feel very comfortable together. I don't feel as though you'll have to protect yourself from this person or get to know them too much. You will immediately feel very bonded. Like your intuition will be telling you, even if your eyes are blind and like you're not trusting the situation, inside of you there is this voice that this is good, this is right, this is my person. Intuitive nudge towards them that you will both experience towards each other. And also I feel like this person is very intuitive. As I was saying, they go with their impulses, with their instincts, with whatever drives them. They always act on their intuition. They never think twice. And that's how they get so successful in life. That's how there's this magnetic energy about them, so passionate, so proactive, and it's just a doer. They're not a talker. I wouldn't say that they're a sweet talker or they talk a lot. They're definitely a doer. Like, I want to do that, and they're gone, and they're conquering the world in a second. Let's get more cards, you guys. Pile 3. Who are you going to marry? Okay, I feel like this card wanted to show itself. And we have this message, be willing to express love. And it says, express love to receive love. And it's card number 6, Venusian energy. Again, for those of you who are totally distrustful towards the world, towards potential partners at this time, I feel like there's this little hint of advice to not stifle it too much in yourself, not protect yourself too much. If you feel like this person is making you feel happy, they are exciting, they are tickling your fancy, it's okay to express your affection and say the loving words, and you will receive more. You will receive tenfold from them. Don't hold back. I feel like this the big message for this connection. Don't hold back, because this person definitely won't be holding back, for sure. Very expressive, very active, very passionate. It will be visible that they're into you, very visible. You won't have to guess. And I feel like the same is being asked of you a little bit, just to be willing to express how you feel. They will need it. I feel like they will need it. And at the bottom of this deck we have this message, take a chance on love. And it says, when we love, our lives are changed forever. Don't give up, you guys. For some reason I feel like for you, I meant to repeat again and again, don't give up just yet. Don't close your heart. Don't focus on the negatives in everybody you meet. Don't harden your heart. I know it's soft and vulnerable, but this person will not hurt you. They won't. I'm so sorry, Pile 3, my camera died, so I had to restart the recording, but I also wanted to get some descriptions of your person, maybe some horoscope signs or physical traits, maybe their profession. So let's see. Pile 3, who are you going to marry? First card we've got here is dark hair. So it's a physical trait. They might be on the darker side, and I'm actually seeing it in the cards. Their energy, they feel like more darker, like even their energy, the way they express themselves. I feel like their their physical traits match really well with who they are as a person, if you know what I mean. I hope you do. Then we have this card, wise. Nice. Definitely very mature person. They have been through a lot. They got the answers to very difficult situations, to some problems that you might encounter. They're very smart. Then we have this card, secure. It's nice to see. Yeah, there's this feeling like with this card, peace, that this person will make you feel, that's it. I'm settled. I've got a strong person, protector, somebody I can rely on. very secure, I'm sorry, on emotional level, on mental level, materially also, like financially. Then we also have this card Virgo, so they might be a Virgo, maybe that's the sun, moon, or ascendant sign, or you could be a Virgo as well. And we have this card Logic, so definitely another confirmation that they're a smart person, very intellectual. And at the bottom of this deck, you have this card Bold. I'm not surprised at all. Again, very proactive, very courageous, very, especially if it's a man, it's like alpha man. Definitely not the one who would follow a woman. They are the leader. They will be the active one in the relationship. Someone who will take the progress of this connection into their hands. I also wanted to get one card from the heart-shaped deck for you guys. Pile 3. Who are you going to marry? Okay, we've got quite a few cards. So this one is looking at me. These two are looking at me actually. So I'll take them. First card we've got here is a message. Wow. And this is the art. And it says, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Oh, so nice. I feel like it's the message of the higher self to you. You're not alone. They're already with you. In fact, they're just around the corner. And then we have this card, look inside yourself. And it says, examine what is causing you to feel this way. And I feel like it relates to how you want to protect yourself. It's either at this time or when you will be meeting this person. Like there is this desire, I'm getting this imagery of a scared kitten. Like being all curled up and wanting to defend itself. Because it's been afraid, it's been through pain, it's been through maybe betrayal, and but it's soft inside. And at the bottom of this deck we have this beautiful card, embrace. Through each other you find the missing pieces. Beautiful. And again, I feel like you're so different, to be honest, and that's not a bad thing at all. You complement each other so well. When you come together, it's like a lock and a key. You match each other so well. What one lacks, the other person has abundance of. So you create this balance, like yin yang for sure. That's the case of perfect harmony and balance in the union. So this is all I have for you, pile 3. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it gave you the answers that you needed, the clarity that you needed, and I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye. Hello my beautiful pile number 4, or everybody who chose this rose quartz stone. We finally got to you. So let's see, who are you going to marry? And we've got the Knight of Swords, Friend, Justice, Letter, Six of Cups, and Sweetheart. Oh, you guys. So the way I structured this reading is, first we will look at who this person is, then how or when you might meet them, and then what kind of relationship are you going to have together. So who this person is. I feel like conversations with this person will be very deep and very unusual and very honest. Almost like this person is very blunt. Just as I'm gonna say it as it is, they're very blunt, and they're not holding back anything. It's almost as, yeah, what you see is what you get. They're very raw, very honest, and very verbal. If the emotion comes up in them, they express it. If they have an idea, they express it to you immediately. Like, listen, I've got to tell you this. That's the energy about them. If they're not happy about something, they will say it. There is no like boiling up resentment or anger or confusion. Very verbal and very open. It's no guessing with them. It's like talking to your best friend, and we literally have this Knight of Swords clarified with a friend. They do feel like your best friend. Conversations are going to be fantastic, amazing. Like, there's this very intense, deep, exchange of ideas, thoughts, impressions, and very uplifting. I'm getting uplifting energy from them. Every time you talk, you get like downloads of understanding and insights about any topic. A very unusual mind they've got, very eccentric and creative way of seeing things. And they're a fantastic friend for anybody, for the people they love. Like, very encouraging, very supportive, and very smart. Like, they're very intellectual. This person is, their logic, their mind is so sharp. It's like they're the strongest weapon, their mind. They're looking so deep into things. They are very discerning, very intuitive, but at the same time very logical. Just something about the way they communicate. It hits the right spot for you. It hits close to home, I would say. Just talking to this person is like talking to a friend you haven't seen for ages. Like, catching up with somebody is like, oh, I missed your energy. I love talking to you. I love discussing anything in the world with you. It just feels good. It feels natural. And again, there's the side of them that's very blunt. Like, they can say things that not many people are brave enough to say, or out of the norm, or just very honest. Sometimes maybe sarcastic and sharp, but I feel like it's almost like a reassurance, a relief for many of you, that this person is not sugarcoating things or not hiding something. They're just, whatever's on their mind, it comes out, and whoever gets in the way, it's their problem. This person is very, very verbal. Again, verbal, I don't know why. They could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Especially Aquarius energy, for some reason I'm sensing strongly here. Incredibly smart, incredibly sharp, and a fantastic friend to you. Like, literally being with your best friend. That's what it feels like. That you have a lot of love with as well. Love to each other. How or when will you meet? There's this feeling of some sort of clarity coming to your life at the moment that when you'll be meeting this person. Some kind of justice being served. Things be coming to balance finally. You seeing everything with more clarity, and I feel like you might be doing something legal at this time. Maybe it's connected to education, maybe to your place of living. It's just documents or some sort of papers, exchange of information. That's something you might be engaged in when you meet this person. Maybe it will be through work as well for some of you. Just there is a lot of formal legal stuff. Again, maybe related to your career. Just documents, papers, information, and duties, that kind of thing. I don't feel like you'll meet them at a club or party. No, this is not the case. Almost corporate energy is coming through. I don't know why. You guys take it as it resonates. Maybe if you work from home, you will be doing your taxes, for example, or getting some kind of document paper from somewhere, and that's how you'll meet this person. What kind of relationship are you going to have with them? It just feels so soft, so emotionally fulfilling, so compassionate, there's so much gentleness, even though I feel like this person is not a softie when they're around general public or strangers. So they're very blunt and bold and courageous, just say what they want to say, express their opinion without holding back, and radically honest. But with you, it's just there's so much gentleness. Like, we'll be able to be kids together, to express yourself, your emotions in a very tender way, caring for each other, being very subtle, being very like, this is my sweetheart, this is my my beloved. It's just many compliments, just nice words, support, and kindness, and pure love. We've got the Six of Cups card, and for me it's always been the energy of unconditional love. It's not loving somebody because they've got a sexy body, or because they have a lot of money, or they're smart, or whatever it is. Just loving them for who they are, for their essence, for their soul. And because it, again, hits close to home. For some reason I want to say it again. It feels familiar, it feels comfortable, it feels like, again, catching up with a friend you fell apart with. Just something that feels like it's supposed to be. Definitely a lot of love here, and a very emotional union based on love, primarily based on love. So much tenderness, so much gentleness. I love this energy for you guys. I don't even want to say more because we have more cards, but it's just so precious. I wanted to look at the back of your deck to see what else do we have to know about this person. We have this card, Eight of Pentacles. I also feel that they're very hardworking, and they've got some kind of interest or a job that they're very devoted to, like a busy bee for sure, and they've got skills and talents that they employ to do their job. They might be a creative person as well, because look, in this Eight of Pentacles we've got this person painting, this girl painting butterfly wings. And in this Knight of Swords, this girl is floating with a painting brush in her hand. Again, oh my gosh, I can't speak. So an indication of a very creative person, someone who is very talented, very skilled, and definitely hardworking. Not a lazy type, for sure. Let's look at your oracle cards, you guys. Oh my gosh. The first card we have here is a leg up. Yeah, I feel like they're very, again, that friend, that energy of a best friend, of a supporter, of your best cheerleader, somebody who is like, who's got your back, who will help you through your difficulties, who will be the best shoulder to cry on, who will give the best advice, just almost like this mama bear energy, or papa bear. Yeah, very supportive on all levels. Just somebody you will be sure that they've got your back. And then we've got this card. For some reason from this deck, two cards fell out, but I thought that it's meant to be. You guys, I'm sorry for the noise, because Pachinko is playing right here. The first card we've got here is the World. So it could be that this person has traveled a lot, or they're coming from a different culture, nationality, something foreign. There's something foreign about them. Mind-opening, eye-opening, just you will learn a lot from them. Again, many insights about the world, about different places. Yeah. Learning a lot from them. Like, they're very wise. I'm getting very wise energy. Maybe you will be traveling together as well. That's something that they like. And then we have this card, Man Holding a Heart. Obviously a lot of love. Again, another confirmation. Just a second, you guys. There's going to be a lot of love here. They will be very expressive with their love, very overt. So they will give you compliments. They will be generous with you, especially if it's a man. Yeah. Heart-to-heart connection for sure, soul to soul. emotional bond, very strong emotional attachment to each other. With the Six of Cups, sweetheart, it's not just a connection of the minds and bodies, but of the hearts, 100%. Then we've got, oh my gosh, what did I just see? We have jumped through one card just because I just noticed. We have this card, heart-to-heart conversations, exactly what I was talking about 2 seconds ago. And it says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Beautiful. Again, being able to talk about everything and anything, not holding anything back, and talking heart-to-heart, opening up completely and not being afraid to be vulnerable with each other. Beautiful energy. Heart-to-heart connection, soul-to-soul. And then we have this card, summon. I feel like that's about your person. They're very proactive, they're good at manifesting what it is that they want in their life. Good at bringing about the lifestyle that you want, the living situation, with their intention. I don't feel like they're someone who is very complacent. They're always looking for better opportunities. Yeah, wonderful energy, like the magician energy here I'm getting. They got all of the resources, sharp mind, a lot of inner strength, passion, desire to bring about anything they want to have in this life. Then we have this card, financial and material changes. I feel like you might meet this person at the time when your financial situation will be changing. And for many of you, I feel like it could go both ways. It might get very, very difficult. So you'll have to deal with some documents, possibly legal issues or something like that. For others, your financial situation will be improving. So take it as it resonates, especially looking at the state, the period of your life that you are in at the moment, how your money is doing. Because I feel like there will be some changes when you meet this person that you'll be sorting out, dealing with. Then we have this card, golden memories. Oh, again, that feeling of nostalgia almost when you get together. It's like, do I know you? Like, where do I know you from? And with the Six of Cups, almost like, I know this person. We've met before. They feel so familiar, so on my wavelength, like someone, like the best friend I used to have, and then we lost touch. That's the feeling I'm getting here. Very comfortable, and you will create a lot of memories together that we will both cherish, and I'm getting like pictures in different places and environments, and writing letters to each other, and a wonderful romantic union for sure, filled with so many beautiful memories and experiences, valuable memories for you both. And then we have this card, tantric union. So obviously there will be a lot of passion here as well, very strong chemistry, physical compatibility, like again, like a key in a lock. It will feel just right. Very satisfying in physical. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. It's the last pile and my English is not working. So definitely lots of passion, lots of desire, and it will feel just right for the both of you. Nothing is too much, and it's just perfect. And then from this deck, for some reason 2 cards fell out again, but I took both of them. There must be a reason for it. The first card here is trusting tricksters, and it says, the trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw it. I feel like there's something you guys have been through, and we've got this imagery of this woman having a conversation or petting this fox. You've been with people who you couldn't trust. Maybe they were wishy-washy with the things they said, or they were saying one thing and doing another, giving you promises that they could not deliver. And I feel like you've learned to always pay attention to actions rather than words. And with this person, they feel very blunt to me, again, very honest, completely the opposite of the trickster's energy you used to be with, you used to deal with. Again, what you see is what you get with them. radically honest, sometimes even painfully honest. But I feel like that's exactly what you want. Not to be guessing, not to be in this foggy, confused energy. What does this person mean? What did they say by that? What do they really want? This person, they will tell you everything. Very verbal. And then we have this card, Eternal Gatekeeper. And it says, acknowledge, assert, and protect what is right for you. I'm getting this is their energy, like a protector, a fighter, a warrior, and a sustainer almost. Like they need to have a foundation, they need to have a home, stability of some sort. And they will fight for what is valuable to them, for, what makes them happy. Very stable energy I'm getting from them. Very resilient and secure, for sure. And they will be protecting you at all costs, in any situations. Your opinion, your around other people, just you are their priority. That's what I'm getting here. Did we look at the bottom of your deck, you guys? Yes, we did. 8 of Pentacles. I want to get more cards for you. Pile 4. Who are you going to marry? Okay. Let's take this one because it turned around. I feel like this person is coming quite soon because all of the cards are like falling out. So the message on this card is love endures, and it says love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Wonderful card. And I think pile 1 got this card as well. It does feel like a connection that will last for years, for lifetime even. And you will build a beautiful family together, have children for sure. I keep looking at these little kids in the 6 of Cups card. And whatever difficulties come up, I feel like you will both just go through them with grace and love and compassion and kindness to each other. Wonderful, wonderful energy. And with this heart-to-heart conversation, I feel like problems, if they come up, they will be easy to solve in this connection. There won't be any blaming, like blaming each other or toxic reactions or anything like that. Not giving up, not losing faith, valuing this connection. You both will really value it. And at the bottom of this deck we have this message: choose love. You always have choice. Make yours with love. I also want to get a few descriptions of this person. Maybe their physical traits, horoscope signs, maybe their profession. Pile 4. Who are you going to marry? And we've got dark eyes. Okay, physical description. They might have brown eyes, black eyes. And we have this card, nurture. Yeah, they're going to be very nurturing, very caring, very loving towards you. With the 6 of Cups, very tender energy. I keep getting very soft, motherly, fatherly almost. Then we have this card, adventure. Nice. We also have a lot of joy together, maybe traveling. Did we have the world card? Yeah, we did. Maybe traveling, maybe being in nature a lot, hiking, like doing outdoorsy stuff. Tough. Yeah, this person has been through a lot. That's why they're so like punchy with their words. They don't waste their time like sugarcoating and making themselves palatable. That's the word? I think so. Just very blunt, very honest, very courageous and tough. You can definitely depend on them. They're not a weak type. And then we have this card, Pisces. So they could be a Pisces, maybe their sun, moon, or ascendant is in Pisces. quite dreamy energy from Pisces. Soft, compassionate. Pisces people are very compassionate, very loving, and very faithful. Yeah, at the bottom of this deck we have this card, devotion. I love to see it. Very devoted person. I wanted to get one more card from the heart-shaped deck for you guys. Pile 4. Who are you going to marry? I feel like this one wants to fall out. And we have this card, healing. And it says, imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. I do feel like this whole union will be a source of healing for you both. Especially healing your heart with the 6 of Cups and nurture. Just something like a balm on your soul, balm on your heart, on your wounds, on the pain you've been through, the difficulties and disappointments you've been through in the past. Very healing connection. And this imagery, maybe this person is really good with their hands, like giving massages, like healing. Maybe they're good at what is it, like osteopathic treatment, like bone adjustment. Maybe they are a doctor for some of you as well. Healing profession could be something that they are doing. And at the bottom of this deck we've got this card, trust, and it says transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Maybe it refers to the loneliness you are feeling right now, or disappointment, or feeling like your love life is not at its perfect state. But yeah, things are going to change. Trust the process, trust the universe. This person is just around the corner, I feel like, for you guys. So this is all I have for you, pile 4. I can't speak anymore. 4 piles, my mouth is not working anymore. My English has stopped working for sure. But anyway, I hope this reading was helpful. I hope it gave you the clarity that you needed, and I wish you lots of happiness and lots of love for yourself and for others, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.